Hi, my name is Aiden Heke and I'm the Australian CEO for Heke, and welcome to another instalment of our Executive Education series. I will be covering building a data-driven culture. Recent surveys have identified that the number one and number two technologies to emerge post-COVID is analytics and artificial intelligence. And that the number one and number eight aspects holding organisations back from creating value from these investments is data-driven culture at number one and data literacy programs and data skills at number eight. What does this mean? And what is a data-driven culture? Most of you will be familiar with the idea of a culture, the ideas, customs, values and behaviours of a group, and a data-driven culture represents an informal, data-driven decision-making at every level. And we must recognise that the approach to a data-driven culture is very different, far more focused on the journey of learning and improvement as opposed to specific learning interventions. Organisations move from being data-aware to data-critical and finally to being data-driven, represented as ingrained in continuous business improvement processes, alignment across the entire business, with continuous adaptation to business needs and highly scalable and cost-effective. And data-driven organisations need to have this across the entire business, from the CEO to the employees on the shop floor. Each of these employees has a slightly different set of requirements, whether that is a manager and executive, understanding what's happening within the business and how to respond and make the appropriate decisions, through to a data scientist, able to provide much deeper insights that perhaps identify opportunities within an organisation to capitalise within markets. Irrespective, that analytical complexity and the needs from a learning perspective need to be covered across the whole organisation. How do you build a data-driven culture? We see 6 core aspects to this. Firstly, recognising that this is a change program and a transformation program and needs to be a multi-year effort across the entire organisation. You need to enable continuous learning, ensuring that you have learning paths that are built to deliver consistent growth in individuals' capabilities that's consistent with their career development over time. Particularly building personalised journeys based on those roles and functions in the business, with the content that is appropriate for their experience and what they're trying to achieve for the organisation's short, medium and long term. The knowledge needs to be scalable. Although centralised and codified in the way that it is created, it needs to be disaggregated across the entire organisation. And you do that through the final 2 aspects. One, through building communities of practice, driving that cultural change, operating as champions through the organisation, and ensuring that excellence of data and analytics is driven across the entire business by the business. And finally, making sure that you have a technology-enabled and scalable platform to support the business in its learning journeys. I hope that gives you an idea of the core components of a data-driven culture, and you've enjoyed this session, and we look forward to talking to you again in the next episode. Thank you.